Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Blueprince Curse Mode. Last time out, we made a foundational change to the house. We now have the foundation, and therefore we've updated our goals just over here. Foundation activate is now goal number 5. We still need a burning glass. We need our upgrade discs from Mechanarium Tomb, Ladyship's Chamber, pool, sauna, pump room, greenhouse. That'll be a nice little upgrade path if we can get a pool. If we can get a pool and a sauna, that'd be amazing. If we can get a pool and the pump room, then we can power up the greenhouse, power up the kitchen, power up whatever, right? And speaking of power, laundrette power. That's another thing that we are looking for to really turn the tide in these days. In the chat today, we have Zephyronicus. Good evening to you. And we have Darkfaith13. Good evening to you. It's day 49. Let's jump into it. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. And I hope the week continues to get better throughout. Now, it's taken a while to load today. Here we go. Day 49. Right. This time, we're going to remember to pick up the microchip. In fact, because the moon pendant is so rare, I think maybe we just get into the habit of always just picking up that microchip first. Let's draft these rooms. Spare room, hallway, closet. Hallway's a good pick for whilst we don't have keys. Pool is a legendary pick this early. Excellent. We'll definitely have pool. Obviously no chests in pool at this stage, but storeroom, chapel, closet. Well, given that we've got 2 exits from pool and we have 2 exits from hallway, I feel much better about taking either storeroom or closet as dead-end rooms. And of those 2... well, given that we've just spent a gem, let's get a gem back. Yeah. Key, gem. Lovely, lovely. Now, we don't have an early bedroom or anything, so I'm not going to take the outside room straight away unless we get it on the back track. Commissary, closet, parlour. Yes, commissary would be nice. Is there anything we can buy for 5? Magnifying glass. Okay. Metal detector needed. Sleepy Otter has joined. JetNet Dev has joined. Of course, we should have drafted this one before we came this way. Never mind. Sauna! Tomorrow you will start with 20 extra steps. Yes. That sounds ideal to me. And I see a gem in here as well. Lovely. That's great. That's great. Kitchen, darkroom, dining room. Well, we don't really have the money to make kitchen work, so we'll plonk a dining room down. However, with now 5 steps to go, I feel like maybe our best bet is just... but even if we get... No... there's an outside possibility. If we get trading post... If we get trading post for an upgrade disc, 5 steps is maybe enough to make that interesting. Or we just draft hallway. Yeah, go on. Given that we're all the way down now to 5 steps, toss a coin in here. Right, that's for the bank for later. We might be able to make it back to Blackbridge. It's very questionable. 3 steps to go. Well. Tomb Shelter Shrine. Nah, okay. That's not going to do anything for us then. And we're going to be out of steps. We might as well call it a day straight away. But tomorrow we will start with 20 extra steps. That's really handy. Maybe we should have drafted the... Maybe we should have tried to draft the extra rooms, because boiler room would have been a brilliant upgrade for us. Don't worry about it. We're going to remember it next time. JetNet Dev has redeemed Where the Ears. Let's go. Mount Holly Humble Bungalow. 9 rooms. Rank reached 1? Nah, we reached rank 2. Look. Storeroom, dining room, sauna. That's all in rank 2. I wasn't talking about rank reached 1. How fashionable. Onwards. Day 50. Shoot! No notification on Discord. You're quite right. I forgot to put the notification up. Let's go do that. Let's go do that quick. Day 50. Man. This whole thing. It's like... There's always something to be forgotten, isn't there? Hi all, we are going live. It's the second Tuesday of the month. It's time for more Blueprince Cursed Mode. There we go. Excellent. Thank you for the reminder, Sleepy Otter. Well, with that, look at that. We got 33 steps. 33 steps. That's amazing. And this is going to be a good run. I can tell. Closet, quest, bedroom, corridor. Given that we've got 33 steps, I don't think we need to take quest, bedroom that early. We'll take corridor instead. Drawing room, hallway, den. Of these options, drawing room is neutral, yeah. Den is common. Drawing room is neutral in terms of gem cost. Dark room, nook, closet. Let's take the closet. Okay. Compass and a gem. Okay, now we're going to grab this, and we are going to go straight outside, and we will do the outside room. Kimasak, good to see you. I hope you are staying out of the worst of the weather. Terrible to hear it's still like, what did you say it was? Minus 13? Where you are? Whoa. Ugh. Okay, so this time I have actually remembered to bring both microchips, so we could trading post. On the other hand though, tool shed for 2 special items is pretty good. But then again, the microchips trade for pretty good stuff, don't they? Let's do the trading post, go on. Microchip for ivory dice. Compass for sledgehammer is an insta-trade. Sledgehammer for dice is a no. Microchip for coin purse, fine. Coin purse for salt? Yeah, I think I would trade that in curse mode. Salt shaker for 2 gems, probably not. Probably not. It's sunny out. Wow, okay, it's minus 31, it's minus 31, not minus 13. Huh, right, got it. Rowan Allison has dropped a Prime sub. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription. That is most appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Yes, if you are an Amazon Prime customer, did you know that you have 1 free Free, you've already paid for it, really. Subscription per month that you can give to who you wish. And it's always an honour to be selected as someone's streamer of the month. Let's take this corner first. Finally found you on Twitch instead of YouTube. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Great to have you here. So, what do we have? Commissary, bedroom, parlour. I'd probably rather have commissary out of these three options. Sledgehammer and salt so far. Yeah, let's take commissary, but I don't think we're going to go to commissary yet. Quest bedroom is nice here, because commissary goes to the north. Quest bedroom is a pretty good dead end to pop in there. Huh, and we get a compass back. Nice. Okay, well, we don't want to do too much backtracking, so we are going to go this way. Ah, oh, shovel would be so nice. We can't afford the magnifying glass, though. We are 1 gold short. And there's no gold on the floor in here. Okay, never mind. Onwards. Laboratory. Do we want to run an experiment in the laboratory? I don't... Laboratory experiment can be really useful, but putting a dead end right here is kind of rubbish, given that we don't have any other north-facing things. I think we do den, right? Because we have the steps, so we're not terrible. 2 to allowance is kind of crazy. That's a really good point. Ooh. Master bedroom. Again, that puts a dead end down. Does master bedroom have an upgrade disc in it, though? Oh, it's a pretty rare pull. I think we might have to pick the master bedroom here. Yeah. I don't remember if the master bedroom has an upgrade disc or not, but we're going to get +1 step for each room in the house, which is going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the antechamber's 10. So it's kind of okay. We get a magnifying glass, though. That's great. That's super handy. And a Morajai box. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Here we go. We're going to get some... We are going to get an allowance upgrade. That's actually really nice. I'd rather... In fairness, I'd almost rather have the Morajai box than the upgrade disc. Okay, white turns itself grey and adjacent greys white. And then grey does nothing. Okay. So white turns itself grey and adjacent greys white. So something like... Oh, I thought that was pretty genius there, but that'll do it. Nice. Does the kitchen still tell you what's for dinner? Yes, it does. Yes, kitchen is pretty good in that regard. I don't think there's anything else in here, right? I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know the... I should add this soundtrack to my collection. It's definitely got a good ambience to it, doesn't it? Yes. I never really twigged Herbert S. Sinclair for an anime fan, but clearly the gentleman knows game, right? Protective cannons. Of course, defensive cannons only, right? Okay, so we've kind of got a... We are kind of getting ourselves into a bit of a dead end here, but we have dice. The dice will see us through. We are not going to spend our last gem. That is a terrible idea. Even if observatory would be kind of handy. Doing our last gem is kind of a terrible idea. Commissary's now in a really awkward place, because if we are going to backtrack, we should backtrack, like, right now. We only have 7, the magnifying glass... No, the shovel's 6. We could get a shovel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll cost us 8 to backtrack and back, but then we've got a shovel. And the shovel is pretty baller. And, like, we need, what, 1.5 turnips, and we've made our money back for a shovel. So, I feel that's worth it. Okay. 27 steps to go. Man, pool and sauna, that is what you want, right? Parlour, I feel like getting the gems at this point would be really useful. It means we have to get a room which points north from here, but I feel with 2 dice we could do that. We can ensure that that happens. Only one box displays a true statement. The gems are in the white box. The gems are in the black box. Okay. Only one box displays a true statement. If the gems were in the black box, this must be false. And this one, if it were true, becomes false, and if it were false, is then actually true. So that can't work, right? So the gems can't be in the black box. If the gems are in the white box, well, quite similarly, this becomes false. That's true. And then if this is true, it becomes false. False is true. If the gems are in the black box, though... No, sorry. If the gems are in the blue box, then this is false. This is false. And this is true. So I think it's in the blue box. Okay. That one I was feeling maybe like 90% confident on. Right, we need something that goes north here. We do have the compass though, which is sort of handy. Nook is actually pretty fine to grab the key for Nook. We don't really want to draft bedroom. Hey, JetNev Dev just gifted a sub. Thank you so much, JetNev Dev. And it goes to Zephyronicus. Thank you very much. Let's take the Nook. Bedroom we'll save for later, because bedroom, after nursery, becomes better. Okay. Then, I think security is a pretty good pick there. We can run an experiment from security. Works well with utility cupboard. So, keycard system. Keycard system settings. Change offline mode. Offline mode become unlocked. Confirm. Back, back, back. Return to security menu. Log into network. Log in. Remote terminal access. This is ideal break to take a cup of tea, because there's really not much to commentate on whilst you're putting in these passwords and stuff. So, add a small chest, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. That's pretty terrible. Set your dice to 2. That's pretty good. The next 3 times you open a trunk, That's kind of funny, because the next 3 times you open the trunk, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Kind of synergizes really well with each other. For each bedroom you draft after your second, gives us a really good benefit to drafting bedrooms, and we have already drafted at least quest bedroom and master bedroom, so it's every bedroom would then set our dice to 2. I think it's that one, right? Because we don't really have a way to bypass the security door right now. Trunks you seem not to have good luck with, though. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We'll draft bedrooms, because it basically means every bedroom we draft has this extra bonus to it. We're on rank 3, so we shouldn't find thing here. It would be nice to find Ladyship's bedchamber, though, right? But I don't think that's going to stop us wanting to draft that room. Yeah, hallway's the pick there. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Study has a safe in it, but I do not think we want to be putting a dead end there, because it means we need a corner, a straight, and then we're working from there. So I think hallway is the pick on this one. Costs us a key, but that's okay. Let's draft this one whilst we're here. Terrace. Terrace to stop green rooms costing money is kinda nice. West Wing Hall would kinda guarantee us an opportunity to get garage. Terrace and patio both dead ends. Patio has 1 gem in it, so this would cost us 1 gem, this would cost us 1 gem. We don't have any green rooms to spread gems to, but in any case, we're not really backtracking too much. I think terrace, to stop green rooms costing gems to draft, is pretty good, because it means we can also pull a green room if we have no gems as well. So let's take the terrace. The terrace sometimes has items in it, not always. Okay, couple of coins we'll take. Okay. Now from here, it's pretty much a free draft from here, right? Bedroom would set our dice to 2, but you know what? This is actually probably a good opportunity to use those dice, because coat check and lavatory are pretty terrible options. Boiler room here would be pretty nice. Boudoir, library. Maybe library? Go on, we'll pop a library down. Get those less common floor plans. Nursery is a good find. Not in the best position, but we reset our dice back to 2. And we get some extra steps for it. And often we will find something in here. Okay, couple of coins. Fine. Oh, we get a gem. We are really flying by the seat here. We do want to get to here to activate the foundation. That would be really great. Incoming awful staircase. The nauseator. Do we need the staircase? I don't think we need the staircase, do we? No! No! Oh... We have been defeated. We have been defeated by our own hubris. We left it too long picking single path rooms, and now we have no keys. There is an opportunity to get out to Trading Post, and maybe you can get keys from Trading Post, like maybe. I don't know if you ever get offered keys from trading posts, but that's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a bunch of steps. Oh. Keep an eye out in case you see some keys, chat. Keys. Keys. Key. 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 The commissary only had gems for sale, for sure. Can I go the other way of the foundation? Nah, I don't have it. Don't have the basement key. So, well, not only do I not have the basement key, I also don't have the wall broken down yet either. So, yeah, it's like a double no. Keys, keys, keys. I don't know if it's ever actually possible. Oh, yes! Sleeping mask for a key. Nice. So we've ended up with battery pack, magnifying glass, salt shaker, and sledgehammer. Okay, we've got 12 steps. The run is not over yet. It's pretty close. Not gonna lie. If we can pull this back, that really would be something. But yeah, not sure I'm seeing it, to be honest. 5, 4, 3. We have to draw bedroom, basically. 2. Bookshop, secret passage, Great Hall. Well, Great Hall would be a terrible pick for us, but secret passage, bedroom, that would work. There we go. Yeah, you can go to 0 as long as you come back nice and quick from it. Bulletproof. Bulletproof. So, we need to get into the foundation now. Oh, boiler room. I don't want to use my last gem, though. Dining room, though. Dining room's pretty great. Yeah. As long as the foundation doors aren't locked. I don't have my shovel anymore, though. Yeah, bot. Get out of here. Banned. Okay, right. Can't dig these dig spots. We will get to eat by drafting this room. Oh! Ah! No! It's locked! Okay. No! Well, that was pretty close. That was pretty close, but yeah, locked and locked. So, I think that's probably gonna do it then, isn't it? Unless there's a key in here. Unfortunately. Ah, shoot. Shoot. It's okay. Ah, real shame. Sauna, pool sauna, that's the way. However, we got ourselves a little bit of extra allowance, so we're going to call it a day, call it. Oh. What a time for an advertisement like that. A rustic villa. On we go. Save and continue. It'd be good to get the foundation activated, for sure. Day 51. Okay. We're back to having barely any steps again. That sauna was really handy, and I kind of got used to having it immediately. Hallway rather than corridor to start us off. And here... pantry, I think. We'll take a dead end here, then. Closet... I think I'm happy to take. Yeah, not as big a fan of the compass. But we will make sure we take the microchip in case we backtrack out of here later. So let's take the pantry coins and banana, because if we find commissary, we would probably now take it. Drawing room. Parlour's a dead end, so let's take drawing room. And go from there. Secret passage. Secret passage, we're not really in a position to take a good room yet. Because, like, usually we'd want to take green, but, like, cloister is too expensive for us right now. Put the secret passage in, but not use it yet. Could do. That does mean we've got to use 3 steps for the backtrack, though. I'm tempted to redraw and just see what we come up with. Commissary, I think, is better. Commissary, I think, is a bit of a winner there. Okay. We can only buy 1 item. And of these items, like, if we get the metal detector, we get the burning glass. And we really want the burning glass. But sledgehammer, I think, is a fundamentally better item. But on the other hand, though, in this mode, sleeping mask is pretty great. I think we kind of need the sleeping mask and the running shoes to get us ahead of where we are with our step count. Yeah, between sleeping mask and running shoes, it's pretty close. Would we take Nook, or would we take bunk room to get plus 10 steps? Like, putting bunk room here is maybe not a bad shout. It's kind of hard, isn't it? No, I don't. I don't think cutting us off is the right play. Like, there are other opportunities to draft bedrooms. Let's not worry about that too hard. Greenhouse I would love, but we don't have the water on yet. So let's take the East Wing Hall. Yeah, chapel. It always wants chapel, innit? Okay, bedroom's nice. Bedroom's a nice pick for there. Parlour would also be quite nice, to be honest. Nah, let's take bedroom. We only get the steps when we enter bedroom, unfortunately. Given that we've just taken bedroom there, I think I'm alright to take utility closet, actually. The problem with taking utility closet before security is you don't know whether you want to have the breaker box on or not. So we might find a key card. We're more likely to find a key card in billiard room, right? Or maybe we take utility closet and we just don't use it yet. Nah, let's take billiard room. We'll take billiard room because this door over here might be locked. So, there we go. Right. We get a few steps. It is locked. Okay, in that case, we do the backtrack. Man, that was a clutch play. Place chapel and don't use it. Yeah, you get the penalty from chapel as soon as you place it, though, which is kind of a shame. 6 and 3 is 9. I mean, maybe we should place chapel nice and early before it can affect us too badly. I'm not sure. 9 multiplied by 2 is 18. 1 times 2 times 6 is 12. Up there. And that's 1 times 1 divided by 1. Oh, that's a nice key. That's a nice key to find in billiard room. Right, well we have to use the key. We have to use our regular key for this one. Secret garden that won't work here. Okay, this one's got to be parlour then, right? We can't do passageway anyway. Nursery is too bad of a dead end. Okay, give us our gems. Give us the gems. Give us the gems. The gems are in the blue box. This statement is of no help at all. The gems are in this box. I like this one. I like this one. Okay. So, if the gems in this box are true, then the gems are in the blue box are also true. This statement is of no help at all must be false. But, like, does that mean this statement was helpful? Kinda. I don't know. But let's have a think about if the gems are somewhere else. If the gems are in the white box, then that's false. That's false. Which means this must be true. And that this statement is of no help at all. I have a feeling the gems must be in the blue box simply because of the symmetry of it. There's no way that you'd be able to differentiate between the black box and the white box in this case. I think it has to be in the blue box. Can that white statement ever be true? I think it can. I have a feeling it could be. Well, well, actually, could it? Is there a situation where this statement is not helpful, is a true statement? I suppose if the other two boxes were phrased in the negative, then it could be true. Because I don't know. I would need to have a think about that one. I would genuinely need to think about that. Is it possible for that to ever be false? We do not have. Are we okay? Find an extra item in each bedroom you draft from this cloister. We have a sleeping mask, so drafting bedrooms would be great. We're going to use 3 gems though. But if we then draft Secret Garden right here, who's looking great? You know? But if we get 3 security doors, then that's real sad. Boudoir gives us 5 steps and just moves us a little bit more closer to activating the foundation whilst keeping our gem count high. Nah, the bedrooms are not guaranteed. You're quite right. You're quite right. I'm still leaning towards the cloister, because if this one door in Boudoir is locked, we're done. You know? No keys. Oh, do you know what? I totally miscalculated that, of course, is also going to take our final gems. It actually cost 4 gems. Right, we're hoping for a locked door here. Oh, Nice. Nice. Do we go into the secret garden now? Ah, nice. It's already spread food into the room that we're already in. Good. Do we go into there now, or do we draft these other rooms first? Let's try and draft these other rooms first. We don't have the gems for that. Library, spare room. I think spare room of these options, because we already have a door which will take us there. So let's take the spare room. This one. We really need something that's going to hook north. It's locked, though. Okay. Okay. Please be a shovel. No, it's not going to give us any item. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Hey, Polaris! Thought you'd swap to Twitch to watch. Great to see you. Of course, it's K Arkine. K Arkine? I remember you told me exactly how this was pronounced last time. I think it's K Arkine, right? Finished a spot of writing and thought you'd come down. What were you writing? West bedroom is maybe the pick more than planetarium would be, for sure. And it gives us a gem. That could be really handy. But what we really need is a key. 23 steps is not terrible, though. But we really do need a key now. Okay, observatory gives us something, but... Kyle is fine too, not a very fussy person. What's your current goal? More 8 rank blue rooms. No, that's in the main playthrough. We're playing curse mode today. So we are trying to... Our goals are just over here on the screen. We need to get a burning glass. That's a really important goal for us. Get more upgrade discs. Find a pool. Power up the laundrette. And try and activate the back of this foundation. Would be super handy. Chapel might be the pick. Poor spare room is trying its best. Chapel might be the pick to get us in this direction. Gymnasium and observatory. Maybe we just go for it. Maybe we just go for it, right? Let's do it. It's what does it cost you? Costs me everything. Cost us everything. And that's locked. And this one is also locked. We've got to manage our keys a lot better. We're getting a lot of runs which are ending because we need metal detector more. We need more metal detecting. Maybe I need to get to security and request metal detector. Because that spawns keys. What do we got? 19 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're not out of this yet, but we are going pretty far back. Now, keep an eye out, because food has spawned throughout the house. So do keep an eye out for it. There it is. A little bit of food there. Oh, orange. Brilliant. We do indeed want to go down here. Well, actually, bedroom is free to go in and out of. So if there was food in here, it would be a net positive, but it looks like we don't have any food in here. So that's fine. Down to Nook. Nook's got a banana and a coupon book. Wait, was that there before? I guess it must have been. Not that it's going to do us much good at this commissary because we have no money. No money at all. But another orange for another 5 steps is very welcome to see. Another apple. Yeah, we're netting very well. Now, we don't have the outer room. So I think, actually... Let's go do the outer room. Given that we've got 25 steps. I did pick up the microchip. Hey, the strategy worked. We picked up the microchip at the start. I'd have fallen for it again. What are we looking for out here? The shed, the trading post, both of those would be good. That's probably pretty much it, to be honest. One of those two. Tool shed is good. Shelter gives us a gem, but I think tool shed would be the pick here. If we get shovel, like I really would like shovel. Ah, lockpick kit is definitely nothing to sniff at. But yeah, okay, shovel. Would have been nice to have the metal detector, of course. But that's okay. Battery pack and lever remain elusive. So we need to go this way. Banana. So we're starting this portion of the draft with 22. We need to snake our way up here, activate the foundation. The antechamber's open. If we can get the basement key, suddenly we're looking in really good straits. How many hallways do we have? We have exactly 2 hallways. Not really going to help us significantly. Conservatory, we can't pull. Coat check. If we do get locked out... Well... I think bunk room. Just place a dead end here. Bunk room sometimes has items in it. 2 bananas, okay. So that's going to give us plenty of steps. We do risk getting locked out or gemmed out basically immediately. Coat check dining room corridor. Dining room will trigger immediately. And we get a salt shaker. That's great. Oh, I didn't look at the pet. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, of course, it's a little hamster. Now, we don't have aquarium. We might want to choose to have dinner. If we find, like, weights room... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah, it's got to be den. Got to be den to get the gem. Really need some gems. Here... Boudoir gets us another gem. And points us in the right direction. And it's another bedroom. So that's good. Do we want to eat now? I'm kind of tempted to eat now because we're pretty unlikely to go all the way back here. Okay, admittedly, we now have a lockpick kit, whereas we didn't before. So these are open to being tried. Is the extra 10 steps worth drafting an aquarium? Bearing in mind an aquarium is every colour of room, so you get every penalty twice? I think we eat now. I think we eat now. Because if everything goes well, drafting on this side of the house, we don't need to backtrack anyway. So the question is... Well, at this point, I think actually, we go to the gem, we go to the den, take the gem, come to the boudoir, take the other gem, and then draft here. Right? We're looking for a J room, draft, sorry, not a J room, a straight room, draft, use one of our gems to draft garage, that's 3 keys. Right? I think that's the strategy. Garage costs 1 gem. Right? Is it worth drafting these 2 rooms? No, because I don't want to use up the gem. I'd rather be in a position of knowing what we got here, because this way might not work out. What if the den has a trunk? Really good question. Didn't think of that. Given that we have no keys, corridor is possibly actually better than security. Yes, we can do an experiment in security, but I think corridor is free. And here we'd get a garage. And I think I would even take garage over courtyard here. So we take the garage. That's worth 3 keys for us. You are right. I mean, we wouldn't necessarily totally preclude taking aquarium. But for the sake of 10 steps after a backtrack, I think it's pretty edge casey. Car trunk. We don't have the car keys, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the car key specifically. Okay, so I think we take this one first, because if this one is good, that one can be a dead end. But if this one's bad, that one can't be a dead end. This one, I think we have to take gymnasium. Right. So this one, dead end. We'll take a dead end here. Yeah, storeroom. Get me another gem. Yeah, get me another gem. Do we have shovel? We do have shovel. Broken lever. Oh man, if we get workshop, this is going to be good. Okay, this is good, guys. This is good. This is good. This might be the run. This might be the run. Okay, it's happening. Again, we'll take this one, because if this one's good, that can afford to be a dead end. If this one's bad, that one really can't afford to be a dead end. Oh, TDF, was watching my wife play a game that I've previously really enjoyed, wondering if you'd had the chance to play it before. It's called Paradise Killer. Sounds familiar. Is that like the detective game that's sort of set in like a weird version of like Miami, but it's all like sort of neon and so on? That sounds familiar to me. Okay. I think I'm okay to pick security here, even though it uses our last gem. Oh, come on. Lockpick kit. Courtyard requires a gem, unfortunately. Breaker box. Given that we've just drafted security, is pretty... Breaker box is pretty chef's kiss, actually. Yes, in a synthwave world. That I thought you were going to launch into like you know, the trailer voice. In a synthwave world, fun and relaxing game to wander around, cracking music too. You've linked it in the Discord. Cool. Yeah, I recall it. I recall it. Right. So, keycard off. Gymnasium off. Garage we can turn on, not that that does much, and dark room, unfortunately. doesn't really work. But we save ourselves a couple of steps now by having gymnasium off. Keycard entry we've just turned off, which from security we can now do that. Okay, good. Now, return to security menu. Thanks, Nightbot. Log into network. Give me laboratoire. Okay, what do we get on the experiment? Gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Gain a star or gain a key, gem, or die selected randomly. And it's when you draft a red room, each time you find some trash while digging, or for each bedroom you draft after your second. We already took bunk room, so that already counts as 2 bedrooms. So it's every bedroom we get bonus stuff, but we have drafted a lot of bedrooms. So we've already done boudoir, we already did regular bedroom, we've already done quest bedroom, I'm pretty sure, and bunk room. So there's not very many bedrooms left in the pack. I think it's each time we find trash, and I don't think we take stars. I don't think we go for the permanent upgrade. I think, because this is the run, we got 40 steps, we randomly gain some benefit. Right? Because if we do have to backtrack all the way back up to the cloister, 2A plus 3B. Oh, die like dice. Yeah, no, just die. Yeah, call it a day randomly. Okay, this door we want to link up to the foundation. Yes, we will use our key for that. Come on, foundation. Foundation. Dark room. Nice. We'd take dark room there, because that links us to the foundation. We took a big penalty doing that. Given that utility closet is just back here, let's draft this room first. We could take a dead end here if we're willing to go back to utility closet to turn dark room back on. That is really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. But I think... we still draft from Darkroom. Is it worth using? So we've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps it's going to cost us to be able to see out of Darkroom. Or we just draft from archives. No gems to draft with. You think it's still worth it, Kimasuk? We're looking for some J-shaped rooms. I mean, we kind of got to go this way anyway to get into the foundation regardless, right? So it is better. And there's often an item. And there's often an item in the dark room. There's often an item in the archive as well, of course. We'll turn the dark room back on. What else could you spend steps on? Backtracking. Okay. Oh, before we go into the dark room, can we see if there is a good item over there? Hard to see. We have 2 steps to spare, though, you know. Give me something. Give me something! Nah, nothing in here. Okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. Fine. Man, okay. Now that really did feel like wasting steps. Do we have anything here? A single gem. Right. We need to go up here, and then we need a door into the back of the foundation. Squiz says, trying to watch whilst running the pawn shop. Completely lost. Will re-watch when uploaded. My plan is to try and get this uploaded tomorrow. If I can. If I've got enough time to do that. Kitchen? Kitchen's the only one that guarantees we don't lose all of our steps, but then we don't have any... Like, if we do kitchen now, we can take weight room here, and then we've at least done the foundation, you know? Oh, that makes me pretty angry. Oh, that makes me pretty angry. Swing and a miss. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. So we can't even get that one anyway. Like, I mean, I suppose let's take a dead end out of our... Take a dead end out of our thing, I suppose. Is that an upgraded planetarium? Nah, it's just a regular one. Okay. Planetarium doesn't even have any dig spots until you start using the telescope in it. So yeah, we don't have any money, so that's not going to do anything. Okay, okay. We have, however, we should, however, have some dig spots in here. Nothing of interest was buried. Not even trash. Not even trash. Come on. A rock counts as trash, right? We get a dice. A brick counts as trash. We get a gem. Lovely. Let's go... I want to draft this one first. Given that we have no keys, West Wing Hall, right? The mail room's okay, but the mail room... The mail room's okay, but yeah. Okay, can't pick that lock anyway. Ladyship's bedchamber is a possibility, but it's going to cost more than 1 gem. So I think we go north first. Okay, we can't pick that lock anyway. Oh no. Incoming reroll and all archived plans. Study has a safe in it, but that's not going to help us with that one. Do we take an archive or do we redraw? I'm tempted to redraw on the basis that we need something that's going to give us keys, right? We do have these 2 rooms still, except we weren't able to successfully create a shortcut here. Maybe we should have taken weight room here rather than kitchen, because weight room here would have given us a shortcut to the Cloister of Mila, which would have opened up chapel as a possibility with our lockpick kit. So maybe we should have taken weight room, lost half the steps, but gained that opportunity. So it's between a literal random room to try and find a key or redrafting a floor plan. With 25 steps coming from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there is still a possibility we'd be back in chapel with like 6. So maybe we save the dice and we just go archived. I don't hate it. Roll the proverbial dice instead of the real one. I like it. It's wine cellar. Yeah. And I think it's necessary to take these gems. I was just weighing up taking the extra 2 steps. But yeah, so we can't access any of these. Can't access that one. So we are going to need to backtrack all the way back to the hallway. Now, we have a shovel that we didn't have earlier. Oh, Marcus UK! Department of Confused. It's Tuesday. Will Infra be Thursday? Infra will be Thursday this week. Yes, yes, indeed. Now, did we have the shovel by the time we went into the storeroom? Yes, we did, because we got the shovel outside. So it's everything over on the east wing that we could do. Now, would you look at that? We also had an opportunity. Well, no, actually, we would have run out of steps by now if we hadn't eaten there. So let's go. Yeah, backfire pantry. Yeah, still no money for the commissary. Cloister of Mila and Secret Garden, however, have got dig spots, which will either give us random benefit, yeah, up through to billiard room, or maybe give us some food. I really could do with a turnip. Oh, that's a salty turnip. Nah, turnips aren't trash. Turnips are food. Oh, turnips trash. Wow. The turnip community catching strays here. Turnips are like a staple food. Right. Yes, let's go and also dig these. It's a rock. So we've now got 3 dice, still no keys. My disappointment is great. Right, so we're going to need to go up to chapel. And we need to lockpick it. We're going to need to lockpick these. Let's take this one first. Music room for a major key and a minor key is pretty much everything I ever wanted. Okay, let's see if we can pick this. No, we can't pick that, so we have to go into music room. Car keys at this stage. Right. We'd try the lockpick. Observatory might have some good power-ups for us. If we get a slice in the conservatory, that could be good. Could you say what things like finding a turnip or whatever do as you play? Yes, sure, sorry, of course. Turnip gives you 6 steps, but because we have the salt shaker, it actually gives us 7 steps. We've got 9 steps remaining now. So I'm just kind of weighing up here. We've got 2 gems. Observatory's going to cost us a gem, but Observatory could give us some good stuff. I don't remember how many. Yeah, it could be dice time. Let's do one dice roll. Library is at least a pretty neutral thing to pull. And sometimes it has food in it, but not this time. Maybe observatory would have been better, but at this point I'm going to go and we're going to do here, because if we can get round to antechamber... Oh, but without the foundation activated... Antechamber still will give us 2 to our allowance. That's still a good... That's still a good thing to be going for. And I think... Let's do it this way. We're doing this way. Workshop. Come on, give us something great. Metal detector here would be... Sledgehammer. Do we have anything that can be built with this array of stuff? Shovel and compass gives us dowsing rod. Shovel and broken lever doesn't do anything on its own. We would need something else. Compass, no. Sledgehammer, we need the battery pack still. No. So, shovel and compass gives us dowsing rod. I don't think you can use dowsing rod as a shovel, though. I think it just tells you... Yeah, I don't know. Dowsing rod has always been a little bit... Dowsing rod's a funny one. I'm not super into it. Okay. 7 left. What we want to do is we want to hook round here, get into the antechamber. Conference room is a fine pick to do that. Fine to see conference room here. Right, now. Hook me to the right. Hook me into the antechamber. Observatory. Yes. Do I need the third thing? Oh, yeah, no. We would need the battery. We would need the battery. But this is great. Can we get a slice? Dead-end rooms are more common today. Not ideal. Ooh, we get a key, though. Okay, 22 stars is what we've got. If we can code check, we could theoretically code check the basement key. We get to increase our allowance. Like, that's a win on its own, right? If we can code check the basement key, we've only got 4 steps, so it really... It's kind of got to be here, right? We've got 2 dice, though. Attic Laboratory Archive. We don't currently have anything in the code check, so we're not going to see the ticket on top of the archive, unfortunately. Do I think Sol is in those stars? I assume it must be, because, you know, this universe celebrates Christmas on the same day of the year, so... Laboratory... Nah, this all ends up as dead end, so we redraw. Code check would be our favoured thing to find. And I think we would even go as far as to pull an archived flat plan to try and find it. Okay. I mean, that's of minor benefit to us. Why not? Why not? Okay. So we've got 2 steps left. I don't think we're doing much else here then. So what did we get today? Well, we got a really good run out of the day. We got a really, really good run. We've increased our allowance by another 2, and we get to start tomorrow with 1 coin and 1 gem, which we wouldn't have had otherwise. Shame not to have clutched a coat check at the final moment, but with only 2 steps to go, it does not seem like there's much point going anywhere. We'll have a quick look in here. I don't think there's anything we can do in here without some other tools, let's say. But that's okay. I think we just call it a day. Yeah, hey TLN, how you doing? You bet this is near the end of your stream. Morning from Australia. About another half hour on the stream. Yeah, I was watching the Australian Grand Prix just at the weekend. It was good. I was quite impressed. Excited to see the description the run gets. It's the baronial banquet hall. Well, there we go. Dining room, kitchen, wine cellar, pantry, freezer. Love it. Yeah, we almost filled the house on curse mode. We did well. It was a really good run. 99 steps taken. But unfortunately, yeah, did not get a couple of the really critical things we need. We have to activate, we have to get we really, really need the pump room out of the pool. And we really, really need that foundation activated. Tritz, you could have taken that last step to make it 100. Could have done, that's true. Alright, let's grab this. Now, we're already starting with money, so there's very little downside to collecting the money now. Planetarium parlor corridor. Getting out to the wing is always preferable, and we have no keys, so that's good. An early courtyard is interesting, because if we get the shovel, suddenly that's looking really good. And sometimes you get the metal detector in here as well. So we'll roll the dice with it. Ah, it's a trunk. No shovel. Shame. Hallway, closet, bedroom. Well, given that we've got 2 exits out of courtyard and corridor takes us out here, let's take closet. Purse and die. Yes, green rooms cost you 1 extra gem each time. So, bedroom, parlour, nook. Nook gets us the key we need for that chest, which could get us more keys. Parlour, I feel, is possibly more urgent. Nah, parlour's really common. Let's take nook. Right, and then we'll take that key, and then we will grab that. From here, though, ooh, nursery's a pull. Yes, we will take nursery, because whenever you draft a bedroom, we gain 5 steps. It costs 1 gem, but we will get more gems soon, like right now. And with this key, let's open this chest, and hopefully this will have 3 more keys in it. In your main run, that nursery is the plant version. Hey, it did have 3 more keys in it. Yeah, I also picked the indoor garden, and it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, definitely regret. Like, when we come to a nursery upgrade here, yeah, we'll take Den here. When it comes to a nursery upgrade here, we are 100% taking Nurse's Station, because the idea that whenever you enter it, set your steps to 20, basically means that you can backtrack indefinitely. So that just sounds like a really great thing with basically no downside. I actually kind of want to preserve my keys here, but East Wing Hall has 2 exits. And that's kind of hard to turn down. So we'll use one key for East Wing Hall. Let's have a look here. Commissary kitchen dining room. Oh. Commissary is probably the pick. Dining room keeps us going north though. Dining room gives us more options as to how to get out of here. And it also means we can draft a dead end out of East Wing Hall with impunity. As much as I would love to pick workshop right now, we don't have any items on us and we do really need the steps. So we'll take quest bedroom. That's a nice gem. Sleepy Otter, you had Nurse's Station. Did not like it. Interesting. Tell me more. What did you not like about it? Taking the indoor garden is like one of my biggest regrets of the run. Oh, that or the upgraded nook. I definitely should have taken the breakfast nook. First time chat for Kupu Guy. I have the Nurse's Station. It's great sometimes, but makes for really weird runs. You have to keep doubling back to it. Oh, was there an item on the floor? Kemusuk said, item on the floor? I did not see one. We might have gone past it. Okay, let's take this one here. Right, before we use a key on that, let's take this one here. Ah, and all of those are going to end up being dead ends. That's worth a redraw. Yeah, okay. I'd use a key for hallway here. And then, if we take secret passage here, that's then kind of fine because we've used all of our keys. Okay. Pantry might be the nicest option. Man, that really makes it totally pointless that we took hallway there, though. And now we're out of keys, too. Which is... It's me trying to be a bit too clever and just, like, failing miserably. Oh, no. Okay, well, on the plus side, we don't have any keys to lose, but it has to be passageway. Otherwise, we lock ourselves out of everything. But now we're down to one gem. Really needs to be a parlour now. Office we cannot afford. Library is okay in that spot. I wouldn't want to take weight room. Unless I've got the power hammer, I really wouldn't want to take weight room. Drawing room is cost neutral and gives us 2 options, and we get a redraft for trying to snake up to the back of the foundation. So let's take that. So we really need something that points north out of this room. That's locked. Okay. Here it has to be something north anyway. The pool would be great, but I think we have to pick parlour here. Polarith says it was briefly very good when you could use it for some broken combos, but you believe they've patched it. Okay, that's a shame. Like, for example, here's a great example, right? From the late game, wouldn't help you in curse mode, but whenever you look at your map, what is it? Whenever you look at your map, lose 10 steps and then? Like, that would be amazing with Nurse's Station. Whenever you look at your map, lose 10 steps and then remove a crate from the tunnel. With Nurse's Station is like one experiment, you've done the whole thing. But yeah. Oh, they've capped it now. Boo! Boo! What? This is a roguelike. This is a roguelike. What is a roguelike if not an invitation to try and break the fundamental systems of the game? Oh, that's the one they patched. It used to be unlimited, but now you can only do the look at map 10 times. Oh, really? Is it limited to only 10 times now? I don't remember that being in the description. But yeah, like, you're not supposed to patch roguelikes to prevent broken things. You're supposed to embrace the broken things and go, congratulations guys, you did it. You won. You beat my game. You beat me at my own game. Have I looked at Sword of Stars The Pit? No. No, I have not. The next roguelikes I'm going to be looking at. I looked briefly at Mugenics, but to be honest, the art style and the theming doesn't really do it for me. Like, roguelikes, I find, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. Like, I looked at a couple of trailers and then I watched a couple of Let's Plays and I was like, this kind of looks a bit like Into the Breach. And I didn't really like Into the Breach. I think maybe I like very specific roguelikes. I'm maybe not a huge fan of the roguelike genre in general. But I really liked FTL. Like, FTL, I think, is like the far superior game to Into the Breach. I really loved FTL. Slay the Spire is generational, right? FTL, Slay the Spire, and Hades, you know? But, like, I've played The Binding of Isaac, and I didn't really get into it, which probably kind of maybe makes sense as to why Mugenics doesn't necessarily speak to me either. I don't know. It looks a bit like a Java browser game. STS2 multiplayer. Yeah, I am really looking forward to playing Slay the Spire 2, for sure. I'm not going to play it on early access, though. Just because, in general, I don't play early access games, to be honest. Marcus says it's confusing box time. That it is. This box is not blue. Well, that is false, right? So that's a false box. We know that. Every statement with the word blue is false, including this one. The black box and blue box are empty. Okay, so the only way to solve this is to solve the riddle of this statement. Every statement with the word blue is false. Usually, these are very cleverly worded so that whether this statement includes itself or not, the puzzle still works. And this is actually a really interesting concept in set theory, slight aside. Set theory has this really interesting concept of whether sets contain themselves or not, right? So, when you are considering sets, some sets contain themselves, and some sets do not contain themselves, right? Think of it like if you have a book in a library, which is the directory of all of the books within the library, should that book contain itself as an entry within itself? Okay. So if you had if you have a set of all of the sets that contain themselves, does that set of sets contain itself? And this was something that my father, when he was a mathematician, spent much time pondering over. And he tried to explain it to me once, and like, I kinda get it, but yeah, but then again, yeah. My father's a very smart guy. He's a very smart guy, and definitely a better mathematician than I ever was. Okie dokie. So every statement with the word blue is false. If that contains itself, then I believe it becomes a contradiction, right? Because if it counts itself as a statement with the word blue, then it includes itself as being false, which means it can't be false, but that also means it can't be true. So it mustn't include itself. Yes? Yes. Because if it were true that every statement with the word blue is false, and it includes itself, then it would make itself false. And similarly, the other way around. So it cannot be including itself in this statement. So that's a good conclusion to have drawn. So now we just need to work out every statement with the word blue is false. If that were true, then this is false, and this is false. The black box and blue box are empty. If this were false, it means that one of the black box or blue box is full, but that would make the puzzle unsolvable. So what if this is false then? Every statement with the word blue is false. If that were false, then some statements with the word blue can be false, but some of them can be true. That is false. We're presuming this is false, which means this one has to be true. The black box and the blue box are empty, meaning that the gems are in the white box. There we go. The white box does include itself. Yes, the white box can include itself, but only if it's false. The white box can't include itself if it's true. But it's very clever. The way it's written is very clever. There is only one solution, regardless of whether it includes itself or not. Absolute layperson. Yes, it does. Followed by moving on and not worrying about it. As long as there are absolutely no follow-up questions, yes, we are. Fully. Everett Depang is in the chat. Greetings. Hope your inheritance is living up to your expectations. What was my father's conclusion on the set with all the sets that contain themselves? I don't remember. Oh, is that really bad? Maybe I should ask him to explain it to me again. Yeah. Oh, no, shoot. What? That's locked. Oh, well, that's a problem. Oh, well, this might be the end of the run anyway now, then. Wait, hang on. So that's locked. Oh, this is still available down here. Yeah, because this one was locked too. Man, the keys... Somehow, choosing ourselves a master key would be like an absolute game changer in this mode. Shame we can't like pass this one from Blackbridge, right? Right, we need keys. No. Game is determined. Okay, we've got 14 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to get to corridor with 5 steps remaining. What a run. It is this way, yes. Yes. We don't want the hallway there. TLN, I find it comforting watching you logic out these puzzles. Oh, thank you. Nah, no shovel. No shovel. Only chest has been used. Same answer on the trolley problem. I pull the lever, feel bad, get on with life. Okay, here we go. Double your number of keys. Good one. Commissary. Oh, it's got a metal detector for sale. On the other hand, though, the sleeping mask might be necessary first to just get us a... Yeah, right. Oh, coupon book. Let's do sleeping mask and shovel and hope we can find enough money to scrape together the metal detector later. The metal detector does give you keys, though. Oh, maybe that's a mistake. Okay. Bedroom. Great. Great steps from the bedroom. That's brilliant. Okay, we need money, though. Money, 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 money. With the coupon book, can we afford a banana? You can! So it's one off the list price. Okay. Look, there's still a chance that even if we don't get the metal detector, there's still a chance we can make it up to the foundation here. Oh, workshop, come on. Metal detector in the workshop. Let's go. Let's... Security door. Security door. That's awkward. No security and no... Yeah, no nothing. No keys or anything. So I think we're kind of done. Maybe we should have taken the outer room as we wandered past the entrance hall. Because we did have the steps to do it. Like, there's still a chance we can get trading post and an upgrade disc. So, it's certainly not a... Yeah. Who are you paying at the commissary? That's a really good question, Everett Topanga. That's a really good question. Asking the real questions here. I mean, we have a shovel. Sometimes you get keys in dig spots. Like, it's rare. Turnip's nice. Come on, key. 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 Coins. More coins. And a turnip. Ah, that makes us 1 coin short of getting the metal detector. Oh, maybe we should have taken the metal detector. I don't know. Yeah, it would have had a chance to spawn. Would have had a chance to spawn the keys. Okay, right. We're still learning, right? We're still learning about how to draft this most appropriately. We're going to drop a coin in the fountain. You never know. Maybe it'll be useful later. Maybe not. You know, we're still learning and developing and refining our strategies, right? Getting an early metal detector. Not wasting our keys on corridors. Maybe we should be actively trying to avoid hallways whilst we have keys, rather than spending our keys on hallways. Getting the metal detector when you have one available, maybe over getting steps, right? Because, like, what did we buy? Well, we bought the shovel and the sleep mask, didn't we? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. We didn't make perfect choices in that run particularly. But our curse mode runs are getting longer, and as we get more allowance, we are able to just leverage a little bit more stuff, buy a little bit more in the commissary, make sure we're getting the items that we need earlier. And certainly having an allowance of 9 definitely makes a big difference, because it means you can always take an early commissary, always knowing that you can afford at least one thing out of it. And if it's sleep mask or running shoes, that's really great, because an allowance of 9, sleep mask, running shoes, without coupon books and stuff, is these things cost like 8. So that's pretty good. Courtyard digging spots. Tritz has just reminded me. Yes, yes. Key? Ah, no. Unlucky, but a great proposal. A great suggestion. Okie dokie. Right, I think we are going to be calling it a day there, and I think we're going to be calling it a day for this stream. So yeah, this has been our second Tuesday of the month bonus stream. I don't know what we're going to be doing in this slot when we finish Curse Mode, but you know what? It doesn't look like we're going to be finishing it anytime soon, to be honest. On Thursday, when we come back to stream again, we're going to be streaming Infra. We're probably about halfway through that game by now, but that's going to be our plan for Thursday. And the other news is that Echoes of the Eye just started on the main channel today, in fact. So if you like Outer Wilds and you like Echoes of the Eye, and you like seeing me be very scared about everything, go and check that one out. Episode 1 is kind of a little bit of a funny one, because we sort of mess it up a fair few times in a row. But there we go. Thursday also has a new Nancy Drew. That's true, Nancy Drew, the final scene. So, yeah, lots of really cool stuff coming along, and yeah, really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying like all of the games we're playing at the moment, right? Nancy Drew, Echoes of the Eye has been really fun so far, very scary, and it's nice to be playing Blueprince again on Saturdays with the main game, continuing on with episode 77 this Saturday. So yeah, really good, really nice stuff. And then Talos Principle 2 as well. Really enjoying that as well. Okie dokie. That just remains for me to say thank you very much for coming along to today's stream. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you so much for watching this episode of Blueprince Curse Mode. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, consider supporting the channel on the Patreon if you'd like access to the Blueprince main episodes a week early. I will see you very soon. Goodbye, YouTube.